dozen orders, £218 in sales. If you want to know where the money is, keep watching. Oh, my name's Ian. I sell books on eBay. Right, let's get into it fast. I say only a dozen orders going out, but a couple of in amongst them all, so we'll rattle through, have a wee chat about them as we go. That sound alright? Fantastic. Right, let's find the first one. I've got my pile of books here ready to go. But first, I need to get set up, so I've got to make sure I've got everything in place. I need my sellotape for sticking my bubble wrap together. I need my scissors for cutting my bubble wrap. I need my pen for writing on the bags. And I've got my big grey bags for the bundles and my little eBay bags for single books or where there's just a couple going out. Right, so first we have 5 Daily Court paperbacks. As ever, they're in good nick, always make sure of that. Sold, buy 3, get 2 free, and they went for a total of £13.74. So I think I've got them listed for like £3 each. So £9 plus postage gets them out to a wonderful customer. Where are they going? They went to BS37. So wrap them in the bubbles. There we go. And snip them off. So Daily Court, you'll see these fairly regularly. Women's fiction. There's lots and lots of authors and they all look the same. But a lot of them sell very well. I nearly said surprisingly well there, but it's not a surprise. They're obviously massively popular. Most of these authors have a decent sized back catalogue, so people were always looking to pick them up, especially in bundles. So Daily Court, another one to add to your pick 'em up list when you see them. See, you don't find them as often as perhaps Danielle Steele, but you'll see them often enough. And even if you only see a couple at a time, just start grabbing them. And once you've got a bundle, you'll be good to go. And they will sell well. So 1,950 grams, and where did I say? BS37. There we go, stick it in the pile. So doing postage a bit different at the moment, because it's like a week till Christmas. I'm just doing 24-hour tracked postage for everything. So either Royal Mail 24-hour if it's 2 kilos or less, or I'm just hitting it with DPD next day if it's over 2 kilograms, because I want to make sure that stuff gets there in time for Christmas. Anyway, next I'm up at Christmas Carol. Obviously a non-book sale, but very nice nonetheless. So we'll get the Muppets wrapped up. Had a couple of copies of this, and they're both sold on their own, which is quite nice. That means just a little bit more money. Right. What did it sell for? Its total sale price was, let's scroll down a little bit and see. Disney's A Muppet Christmas, £5.49. So that's alright for a little DVD. So pop them in his mailer, and I'll probably go large letter, which actually only saves about 20 pence when you use the tracked postage. So doesn't make much difference, but we'll use the large letter anyway because we can. Right, that weighs 110 grams, and it is going to GL42. GL42, and chuck it in the pile. So yeah, postage costs have gone up from $3.65 to $3.99 because $3.99 is what it costs to send. But bear in mind, whatever percentage fees eBay are taking, they take that off the postage as well. So I'm probably paying 60 pence plus to eBay out of that postage. So I'm taking about £3.30, £3.40 for the postage, and it's cost me £4 to send, so it's actually eating in to a bit of profit, but I'm willing to do that just to get the sales rolling out, get them there before Christmas as they need to do. Right, next we've got a bit of a mishmash bundle. We've got some Michael Connolly, some James Patterson and some John Grisham, so 6 of them in total. And what did they sell for? Where is it? £14, and they're going to KA8, which sounds like it might be quite local. We'll get these stacked up, so they're a nice neat bundle, and we'll wrap them up. KA8, I wonder if that's near anywhere I'll be going to today. I should just deliver them myself. I've done that a couple of times, but only when it is on my way somewhere. Because otherwise, what you end up spending on petrol and the time it takes, you as well just post them. You know what I mean? And we'll have a wee look and see exactly where they're going. Let's just click on that. And just take these up and let that load up. Aye lad, let it load. Where's it going? Oh, it's all the way down to Ayr. So I don't think I'll be going to Ayr today. I could. There's a couple of pickups I do down there. I haven't been to them in over a month because I haven't needed to. It's been kind of busy without it. But, never know. I doubt it though. It's less than 2 kilos, so it's only costing me £4 to post them out. It was a big expensive order, it might have been worth it, but taking an hour out of my day and spending at least a £5 on petrol, they'll go by post. Anyway, we'll get them wrapped up into a bag, looking tasty. 1900 Gramsies KA8. All the way to Ayr from Kilmarnock. A journey of about 17 miles. Maybe less, maybe more, who knows. Right, next we have... Who's that? Did I look at the wrong? Sorry, they're not going to K8 at all. They're going to HP19. I looked at the wrong one. HP19, I better write the right postcode. Right. This next order is going to KA8. 3 Peter Robinson paperbacks. Spoke about these the other day. I don't know if I'm going to keep picking up Peter Robinson because they don't sell particularly well. I don't feel like they sell particularly well. However, having said that, I sold about 20 in the last couple of weeks. So maybe I will keep picking them up. They don't sell for a lot. That be the truth. So those 3 books, £9.29, that's including the £4 in postage. So really, I think £2.65 a book I charge for those, and with 3 it's buy 2 get 1 free, so like £5.30 for the 3 books plus the postage. I'm really not making a lot of money on that at all, especially as it went promoted listed. So yeah, I don't know, I'm still in 2 minds about Peter Robinson. Maybe if they're in really good condition I'll just keep a stack of them, but you know, maybe it won't sell for the rest of the year and then just at particular times. Please don't know. Lots of rustling there. Right, let's get these wrapped in the bag, and they weigh 1,100 grams. So that'll be £3.99 and KA8. These are going to Ayr. Right. Don't want to mix up your postcodes and your parcels. That causes chaos. Right, next is a bit of a weighty bundle. 3 Ken Follett books. We've got World Without End, Never, and A Column of Fire. So a couple of nice hardcovers. Now, this is a big a big bundle, weight wise. So I'll be sending these with DPD. Paid 12 quid, £12.04 for those three. So it's going to cost me £6.14 just to post them. eBay will be taking about 3 quid in fees at least out of that. So I'm making about £2 on this lovely big bundle of books. So not a lot of money in these ones, but it all adds up. As I have said many times before, I shall repeat myself now, with the books, it's really a lot of it's about volume. You can pick and choose and just find the ones that sell for good money by themselves, and there's plenty of those about, but the chances of finding enough of those to, you know, get close to making a living is very slim. You're unlikely to achieve that. The more educated you become, the more you'll see the books that have a bit of value. Nice wrapped bundle to go in a grey bag. But until you've got that education and those contacts that allow you to put it to use, then it's very much a numbers game. And you pick up a lot of reasonable sellers that sell reasonably well. And Ken Follett is definitely an author that sells well, just not for crazy prices. 3 kilos. And these are wandering all the way down to TA6. So it'll be, today's Friday, should be with them by Monday, might be there tomorrow. Never gives you a guaranteed delivery on a Saturday, but you never know. Coffee break. I love my coffee. Right, next, Margaret Mitchell. What book did Margaret Mitchell write? It's a classic. Oscar-winning movie. Scarlett O'Hara, Rhett Butler. Correct. It's Gone with the Wind. Nice edition paperback. Had this sitting for a few months, but one of those, if it's a classic, I'll pick it up because it will sell, especially when it's in good condition. And it has sold for £6.94, so £2.95 plus postage. Not a ridiculously expensive sale, but I knew it would sell. A lot of people have that on their top 10 book list. I've never read it myself. The movie put me off reading the book. Maybe one day I will. Who knows? Have you read it? Is it good? Apparently she's even more vile in the book than she is in the movie, which kind of intrigues me. Anyway, never got around to it. Maybe one day. Alright. eBay bag for this one, because it's just a single book. Wrap that up. Get a weight, 750 grams. And send it off to LS29. So when I'm doing the post, I do everything in the order it appears on my screen, either from top to bottom or bottom to top. Usually bottom to top, so if any extra sales come in whilst I'm doing it, they're at the right end. Wrap them, bag them, stick a weight on them and a postcode, and then they go in the pile and they stay in the same order. That'll be the reverse order of what I picked them. Then when I need to go in and print off my postage labels, I go into the Royal Mail section on eBay, and it's just a case of in order again, pick them up, add in their weights and the parcel size, pay for the lot, it prints off the labels in order on my sticker sheets. I've just got a normal printer, so it's like 4 stickers to a page, and then it's just quick from the top of that pile, stick bag, stick bag, stick bag, stick bag, get into the post office, job done. Anyway, that's always the plan. Doesn't always go to plan, but usually it does. Anyway, next, a wee bundle of DVDs again. I've actually got 3 DVD orders today. Some musicals, Hairspray, all that jazz, My Fair Lady, and a couple of Disneys, so Fox and the Hound and Inside Out. And these sold for a grand total of where is it? Yeah, £14. So I'll take that. DVDs, they sell quite well if you get them right, list them right, price them right. It's a buy 2 get 1 free, buy 3 get 2 free type deal on these. So a couple of quid each. Get your deal, pay your postage, and they get shipped out. So probably a couple of £100 a month in sales on those DVDs, and there's a couple of different places where I can pick them up at like 10 for a pound or better. So when I'm in those places, I don't go there to pick up DVDs, but when I am there, I'll take a run through and I'll grab any Disney, any musicals, any horrors, which there's never that many of, and any kind of classic movies that I consider classic, no other definition, and they sell quite well in those bundles. These are heading to B32, I do believe. Yes, B32. Into the pile. So £218 in sales. We ain't seen anywhere near that yet, but it's getting close. Not that close. And Cleves, All in Our Lonesome, The Long Call, another good seller. See them, pick them up. Usually if you find one, you'll find 2 or 3. So grab them when you see them. And that went for £6.84, so £2.85 plus £4 in postage. Condition is everything. Good condition, clean spine. I list all my bundle books as good. That's the condition I put on them. But I only pick them up if they're in proper good condition or better. I used to pick up slightly tattier copies because it was like, oh, I've got to get stock. Now I've got enough lying about that I can be picky. As picky as I should have been from the start. So don't be tempted to buy stuff just because it's there. Make sure it's right condition and it's right for you, because you'll do better out of it. Might take you slightly longer to build up a good stock, but not that much. You'll be surprised at how quickly it all adds up. Remember when I started doing this, I'd go out and I'd pick up a dozen books and it's like, oh man, I've got a dozen books. Now I'll come back with less than 100, I'm disappointed. So it really does get moving fast. 350 grams, DL, what was it? DL 14. Right, and Cleves. Next time on. Right, we're getting into slightly better sales now. We've got a Folio Society. Comic short stories. That's with all Folio Society. Beautifully bound. Lovely, lovely book. That sold £13.99, so it was a tenner plus postage. Again, not crazy money, but for what I paid for these, a tenner's absolutely fantastic on that one. I had a few items with people watching them late last night, so I just pinged out offers, just a 10% off, because rather than it being the money off part, I was able to stick in the messages, you know, if you want this, buy it, pay for it before 11 o'clock in the morning, and it will get sent out same day, 24-hour tracked service. So that worked with a couple of orders. It might work with a couple more because it's only the back of 9 this morning. So there's a couple of hours still to get those final orders of the day in for posting out. Let's get this one into see, bubble wrapped, lots of bubble wrap, beautiful book, let's keep it that way, into a mailer. There we go. It weighs 1,200 grams and it's going to EH12. So Edinburgh-ish direction for that one. And it goes in the pile. Right, next was a good sale. This was a good sale. I was very happy with the sale. It's another one that I had on offer. Had these listed for £90 plus postage, and stuck out the 10% offer, and they sold almost straight away. C.S. Lewis, Narnia, all 7 books. It's at HarperCollins. Lovely hardback set. So it's like all the original covers, but obviously in a new edition. So yeah, beautiful set of books. And let's see, that went for a grand total of £84.99. And it's going, we'll be going DPD next day. And I'm going to wrap these up real nice, because it can go in a bigger box anyway. I'm not limited to size. Well, I am limited to size, but these are going to go nowhere near beyond that limit. So I don't know if you can see this. I'll see if I can show you how I do these. Right, so wrap the first one and sit the next one on top, and wrap it around and sit the next one on top, and wrap it around and sit the next one on top and wrap it around. You get the idea. So it just means that there's a bit of protection for each and every book. You know, if I don't want the covers sticking to each other or getting bashed against each other. And you've got alternating spines all the way down, so it gives it equal strength. I will be putting this in card as well, but I've got all of them in, and then an extra couple of rolls. One more, just pull up around it, and that's a really secure parcel. Now, let's pop you back up. Hello! Right. So, there's no movement on that. It ain't going to sugar about, they're not going to get creased against each other. And there's lots of padding at the ends, so when they invariably get dropped and crashed about, it's not going to dent the ends of the books. Well padded up. So that's that one. So I'm going to wrap that in card, but I'll do that afterwards. It always takes a few minutes more. Worth it, good value order. Like I say, 85 quid for those 7 little books. And the next one is, oh yes, David Walliams. Everybody's favourite author named David Walliams. 5 David Walliams paperbacks, all in lovely condition. Again, condition. You'll find these tatty. Don't. Just pick up the good quality ones. You will see enough of them. That bundle sold for £12.54 for 5 books. So I think that's quite a good deal for someone. And we will stack them up on their bubbles. We wrap at the top. Bubble wrap. You want it to be at least 50 centimetres across. And I buy it in 100 metre rolls. 2 rolls at a time. Cost me about 25 quid. You can buy it cheaper than that. But when I did, I discovered that I was actually only getting sent between 60 and 70 metres per roll, which doesn't make it cheaper. So I pay a little bit more, and this company so far has sent closer to 100 metres. It's never as much as 100 metres, never, ever, ever. But this mob at least sends 90 to 95. I've not checked it for a few weeks. It's something I periodically check. But so far they've been quite good. It's one of these things. If you buy a bag of bags and it says 100 bags, it's quite easy to notice whether or not you've got 100 bags. But when it's 100 metres and it's on a roll, there's two ways to check that. Unroll it completely and measure it. 100 metres is a lot to measure. Or measure a metre, weigh it, and then weigh the entire lot and see if it's close. It's a second technique I use. But if you're buying from somewhere in bulk, bubble wrap, this has been an issue for a while, check it. And if they're not sending you what they're advertising, let them know. You might get a discount, they might fix their practices. You're probably going to have to go and find somewhere else because they don't care. We've got plenty of people who aren't checking. 1800 grams heading to CRO for David Williams. Right, final DVD order of the day. Sealed Schwarzenegger set. We've got Terminator, Predator, Commando. I mean, banging classics. All sealed up, still got the original price tag on it, which says £5. So yeah, really good nick. And this sold for £9.69. So got a £5 price tag on it, sold for nearly a tenner. eBay grade. So DVD box sets, again, if they're new and sealed and they are popular movies, cult movies, nostalgic movies, I'll pick them up and I'll try and sell them. Quite often they end up just going in my big bulk listings and selling for a couple of quid, even though it's a box set. Excuse me, frog in the throat. In this case, I listed it for £5.70 plus postage, which at the moment is £4. So that's a nice wee sale, and lovely bubble wrap into a little blue eBay bag, which are good. You get 100 of these for £1.40 if you've got the kind of middle level shop subscription. You can get that once a month anyway, so it gives you a £10 voucher, £11.40, less your £10 voucher, £1.40 for 100 bags. Banging. Schwarzenegger is going to SY30 and he weighs 350 grams. That's my 30. Right, into the pile. Right, a couple of orders to go. These are ones that have come through this morning. A couple of, sorry, one order, we're on the last, can you believe we're on the last one? Right, we have, drum roll for London Spectacular, well it is Susan Lewis, another good bundling author. When you see Susan Lewis, buy them, as long as they are in, tell me. That's right, good condition. Grab them in good condition, make up your big bulk listing, price them right, make sure that if people are buying a bundle that it becomes a price that is very competitive with the big sellers, and you will sell them. They don't sell every day, but if I've got 10 plus Susan Lewis books, 10 different titles I should say, then 5 of them will sell in a bundle almost as soon as you hit that magic number. It's kind of strange, but it works. So yeah, another good author to keep your eyes open for. Say, I don't, not on purpose, but my brain kind of remembers authors in sets and groups. So Susan Lewis and Leslie Pierce are all one in my head. So if I see one of them, automatically I look for both of those authors at the same time, because if you see one of them, you often see the other. Other ones that group together are the Katies, Katie Flynn and Katie Ford. Again, good sellers. If you see one, you often see the other. So Katie Flynn, Katie Ford, Ford with 2 Fs. Other good ones to pick up. Again, they sell for £2 to £3 each, but they sell well as bundles, and you see them fairly regularly. So good ones to grab. Right, let's just get a wee weight on this. Where are we? 1950. We've got a lot just under the 2 kilos today, which is kind of good and kind of alright. And it's heading off to HU4, and they paid £12 for those 5. So £3-4 maybe off of that. Promoted listings, yeah. So made £3 off of the 5 books. Not millionaire, but it's good enough to get it going. Anyway, that is all we've got to pick and pack today. I hope this has been helpful. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, give it a like, subscribe, do whatever the hell you want. I'll be back later on, no doubt, because I'm going for a wee book haul later. Yeah, love you. See ya. Bye.